Sir, a space is reserved for you here, sir. Ushers, kindly help Pastor. Please appreciate him as he comes. Appreciate him as he comes. You're most welcome, sir. Gone are the days when politics and everything related to politics is anathema to religion. People are very spiritual. People are serving God through one faith or the other. We just believe, hey, this is not our thing. But thank God we know better now. You're most welcome, sir. So, of course, we all know why we are gathered here. We want to interact with the one who has volunteered to be sent. So he did not only volunteer to be sent, he's saying in the real sense of it, come and tell me what you want to send me to go and do. Send me, I'm here, I'm available. And it takes a lot of confidence to do that. Like I said earlier, a lot of people believe that it should be left to charlatans. But we thank God for this kind of character that is coming forth to go and represent us. I believe you make him represent us. And one thing I'm sure of is that he's definitely going to give a good representation. I've known him for a while, and I know the way he sees things. But, you know, this is just by the way. A lot of people, when they are in government, they see the glass as half full. Those who are not in government see the glass as belonging to them. So they feel this glass is ours, even though you are seeing it as half full. But whichever way, we have him here who has different parts. And I believe there are one or two people here who can definitely attest to a part of him that you know. He's definitely a man of many parts. But there are people here who should know one or two parts of him who may want to testify to that effect. But before I go any further, there are other revered men in the house. And there is a gentleman by all standard, an engineer, a revered engineer, the one who is skilled in what he does. Please make welcome as you put your hands together for Engineer Seun Ayebusi. Please put your hands together for him, the CEO, Lumia Consult. Please, sir, make your way here. You're most welcome, sir. We are glad to have you. We are happy to have you. Thank you. So, like I was saying earlier, you want to tell us a part that you know of this man, ARJ, that you popularly call Ojasokwe. Are there people who would love to do that? Just briefly, you just want to tell us a little about him. And in him that I know, he won't even take offense if you are not talking about the very high points. I know he will just simply go home, make amends, and he gets better. So are there people, you want to say one or two things about this man, why you think is the one we should send? Please kindly introduce yourself. Oh, you might have to come here because of the speaker. Kindly introduce yourself.
Thank you so much. Highly distinguished ladies and gentlemen, guests, members of the high table, our fathers, religious leaders here. For me, as a person, I'm standing here, and every word that I may utter remain personal. It's got nothing to do with the organization that I represent. The reason why I'm even here, give credence to what the celebrant means to me and my organization. Immediately I drop the microphone, I will take my exit. I hope to return much more later, but I can assure you I give your event a voice. 4 p.m. on my show this afternoon. My name is Isaac Brown, and the mayor. I got to know Oja Sokwe via Facebook, online. And, there are also a lot of people on the online platform. And for people like us who are in the media business, we want to listen to all. The foolish, the smart, the deep. Aggregates of all these opinions help us when we come on radio or television to address the general public. So I began to notice him, his postings, and I observed, come on, this man is deep. And I remember at the point in time, I was going to have a debate between the ruling party and the PDP. And the PDP folks online began to suggest names of an individual that they believe is capable to match the APC guest that I was going to have. And I'm going to say this. Out of about 10 people that did communicate with me, 8 kept hammering on the name. Rotimi Ojasokwe. Rotimi Ojasokwe. The truth is, I never met him. So, premise on that, I reached out to him. And I must tell you this. Since the day he graced my show, since the day he graced Fresh FM, the feedback at the end of each appearance, tremendous. Deep knowledge, deep understanding. And he knows I've never stopped from inviting him over and over again. Once we want the city to boil once again over political issue. Let me get me come and fire them. So, and when he told me, shared with me about his intent to serve, to me, I'm impressed. I told him, why not? If not, the National Assembly that we have presently, I must tell you, have this current National Assembly, very low approval ratings among Nigerians. And for us in the media, we know, we feel it, we hear it. And Nigerians detest them for a lot of reasons. No thanks to the crazy money they earn. And I know if Ojasokwe gets there, he has not told me whether he will not do what they are doing, because all of them will tell you it is legal to pick 7.5 million every month as allowance. If he gets there, I'm not sure whether he will tell us he won't collect that money. Even Shehu Sonny, who told us that what they were doing was bad when he was on my show, said, I had to continue to collect it because it is legal. So I must collect 13.5 million as allowance every month outside the basics. So it's a crazy thing as regards the National Assembly. But back to Ojasokwe as an individual. I believe strongly he will be a great asset to this state. If given opportunity, I believe he will add value to conversation locally, nationally, at the National Assembly, which is to some extent lacking in most of our reps. Half of our reps are busy sleeping. Half of them don't even show up. And when you listen to them, you look at them, the debate, the conversation, you begin to ask, how did they get there in the first instance? So, I want to encourage everyone here that in him, in Ojasokwe, I can't testify. You have a young man who wants to serve and serve for the betterment of our people. My final word here is this. I think he probably got it wrong. And I'm going to charge some of you that have been invited here to support his bid financially. He got it wrong. And I'm saying it with every sense of responsibility. I'm in the system. I'm in the game. He's asking for 25 million naira, right? 25 million naira, I can tell you today, is what whoever wants to go to House of Assembly needs in this country. A federal rep, forget it's not going to happen. He will probably have to run advert, 10 slots minimum daily on the radio station for about a month in an election year. I can tell you, in my own station, Fresh FM, a spot is 15,000 naira political. If you run that one 10 times a day, that's 150,000 naira. If you're going to run that one for 1 month, in just one radio station, you know what I'm talking about. That is just the media aspect. The grassroots aspect, he will have to go to wards. He will have to talk to all these chairmen that are here. They are here today now. But when he visits them, he will not visit them and just shake hands with them and leave. You know, our electoral process is terribly monetized. So much money. So much money. So what I'm telling you is that the bill there is just off the cuff. 2 days ago, the Guba candidate of Abundant Renewal Nigerian Party, I'm sure if any of you probably listened to my show a week ago, I had the lady who is going to become the governor of the state, Basa, her name. She was there. She's struggling to get the ticket of a party in Oyo State. There's a guy too in Oyo who is also fighting for the same slot, same ticket. And that guy gave a press conference a few days ago. And I think what he said should worry all of us. He acknowledged that ANRP, Abundant Nigerian Renewal Party, took part in the Ekiti election that we just witnessed, where issue of vote buying, Fayose gave everybody 3,000, 4 days of the election. And the APC waited for the main day to offer 710. Those who collected 3,000 via electronic transfer, they've expended, they've exhausted it. And on the other day, when you see people brandishing 7,000, you go for where the money is. But some liners, the Cuba aspirant of ANRP said that the party also took part in that Ekiti election. And lo and behold, he said this, that the party spent 50 million naira in that Ekiti election, the candidate. And at the end of the day, the party got 125 votes. 50 million expended, 125 votes. That tells you what we have before us. It's a big, huge task. Ojasope will have to fight and fight dirty to even get the ticket of his own party, PDP. His party is divided, I must tell you officially. As we speak, they may give it any other name. They have issues. But we pray they will be able to resolve the issue ahead of time. And if he succeeds at getting the ticket for PDP, he's going to have to face a ruling party of Governor Abiola Jumobi that have told us they will spend the last kobo to defend their legacy come 2019. So he's got a big challenge, but it's surmountable with your help. And based on the fact that he's a credible candidate. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for those words. They were kind, some were cutting, but in all truthfulness, it was laying it bare as it is. And it's going to help in drafting when we get back to the drawing board. When a product is good, shout a little about the product and it will sell. We are believing in these very good products, and we're believing it will sell. It was one man, Plato, who said, when those who are too smart, fail to involve themselves in politics, they get punished by those who are dumber than them. So this is a clever man by all purpose and intents, and is offering himself. Like the great mayor said, on social media we interact, and I see the content, I see his maturity. It's almost jumping at you. You know, when you're discussing politics on social media, people can always, they can go off the curve and hit you below the belt and do it. He will just answer maturely, still retain the person, pass his message across, accommodate all opinions. I have other friends who are into politics, and I see how they carry on. You will see stuff like, hey, this is my page. If you use that kind of statement again, I will delete you. But not on his page. He accommodates you. He lets you say your own, and that has been a high point for him. Any other person, please? We still have a little more space to... Yes, ma. Please put your hands together for her as she comes. Thank you. Thank you. You're welcome, ma. Kindly introduce yourself.
Thank you very much. The distinguished members of the I table, friends and colleagues of Rotimi Johnson, Adeniyi Ojasope. My name is Lovejoy Unibonje. I'm a friend of the celebrant today. I've known him for about 17 years now. That's almost about 2 decades. So I was telling his wife today that I was at your wedding. That's about maybe 17 years ago. So it's been that long that I've been sticking around this guy. So we've been friends, yes, for a very long time. So I'll be talking on 2 platforms. Please, I'll try not to take too much of your time. Yes, I'll be talking on the personal level and then the professional angle as well. Like I said, I've known him for a while now. We worked in the same establishment, that's at Equity Indemnity Insurance Company. Our office was at Broken House then. So we're both executive marketers without portfolio. We used to, yes, also for jobs here and there. So we became very close because we had the same vision, because we were, young then, and then we were fastidious, looking for jobs here and there. So out of our team, we were always coming tops. So he's always been like that. He's rugged in everything. He doesn't, doesn't relent. If he has his mind on something, a vision, if whether it be a client, a job, a customer, he knows how to sort it out. So I think he deserves a round of applause for that. Thank you very much. So no matter the target, he tries to meet it. So he was one of our top agents and marketers way back then. So that's for the personal level. That's where we met, actually. Then I'll be talking on the professional level. I'm the PRE, that's the Public Relations Executive of the NIPR, Nigerian Institute of Public Relations. And Mr. Johnson is a very active member. So he attends meetings regularly. Even my chairperson, yes, recognizes him for that. And even the EXCO. He's EXCO in absentia. Though he's not a member of the present executive, but he's very active. He supports us in all that we do. So I want to say that if you give him a task, he follows it through to the end. He's not like one of those that will promise and not deliver. He promises and then he delivers. He has chaired some boards, some subcommittees that we've had in the Institute, like the Publicity Committee. He's done that. Strategizing Committee. There was a time we were at a law. We were looking for ways forward in the Institute. We made him the chairman of that committee, and they gave us a 10-point agenda, of which we are adopting some of them now. So like I said, he's a man of vision. I believe in him. I believe in his vision. And I know that those of us that are here, we are here to support him. So let's send him as he has asked us to, because I see him doing great things when he gets to the house. I see him doing wonderful things, and I see him moving the nation forward, especially the youths. He's not going to leave the youths behind, though that I'm very, very sure of. So with your support today, I believe that he will, get to where he wants to be sent to, and then the sky is just the beginning for him. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Ma. But before we go any further, just a minute, engineer. Before we go any further, I think I need to relocate this man. This humility is getting on me. This is where you should be, sir. Please, let's put our hands together as we usher Oja. Let's everybody want to see your face. And the beautiful wife. Please kindly accompany him to the podium here. We celebrate you, sir. We celebrate you, sir. We celebrate you, man. Thank you, sir. Engineer, sir.
Good afternoon. Please, you will permit me to stand on the existing protocol. I met this young man some years ago in a situation where we have to argue on some issue. And I believe strongly he might have forgotten. Since that day, my heart stick to him. He's so calm. At times, I can't call him extrovert. I can't call him introvert. The way he will present a situation as if there is no issue. And at the same time, he will still place those things in such a way that you will not be offended. But by the time you get home, and you pound on what he has told you, probably he might have insulted you, or he might have passed a very good message that you have to pound on and try to adjust. And since that time, we became brothers. When he told me that he's going for the House of Representatives, I look at many things that might likely come up. In our political system these days, we discover that the system is so bad in such a way that it's difficult for any decent human being, please quote me, any decent human being to come in. But with what Isaac Brown has just said, that are we going to leave the stage for the non-entity to rule us? How do we come in? When they said it's interactive section, I was thinking that it is going to be there's going to be a capture of a topic to be discussed. The generation that is coming, our own generation, and the one that is coming after us, I pity us so much, because when you see our youth, what they do, you will cry for this nation. I was discussing with somebody today in Gabon. In Gabon. Apart from the economy that is not all that buoyant, but the decency, the integrity of citizens are being taken good care of. If our children are not taking codeine, they will be taking Igbo. If they are not taking Igbo, they will be snuffing latrine, not toilet. Brethren, this is a period that we don't just need to sit down and be looking at those non-entities to be ruling us. Yes, all of us cannot be there. But I believe strongly that some people are meant to be there, in which Ojasope represents one as one of them. in a situation you get to our higher institutions. I remember when we were in school, instead of we go to class, social clubs. But these days, you see our children, codeine. They're into drugs. And at times you see graduates that just left school, that there's nothing to be done than to involve in criminal activities. Are we to blame the government? No. We have to blame ourselves. We have to blame ourselves. How do we do that? Who are those that will strengthen things? Are people that will go to the House of Assemblies to represent us very well. Yes, we have National Assembly, we have House of Reps doing the same activities. If you don't have Ministry of Petroleum, we have something on Niger Delta. The same thing, the same wasting money on what is not. We need people that will go there and be our voice, that we talk to the government, that please, enough is enough. Thank you very much.
Wow, that's mind-probing. We definitely need to answer these questions. We need to ask questions. We need to ask why the petty thieves are hung and the big thieves are given political office. We need to ask questions why we have abundance yet we suffer. We need to ask ourselves question why we think politics is too dirty and we are the detergent to clean it, but we won't go there. We need to ask questions why the politics in this nation is monetized. Who collects the money? You and I. But with all sense of modesty, I'm not collecting. So we need to get to that point where we don't take the money. They will bring the money, but we don't take. We don't need it. You know, I'm a little against the notion of collect it and spend it is your inheritance. Once you have collected it, you are doing a long-term damage. Because now the person has spent X million. Some people collected, even they didn't vote for him, but it's in his budget that this is how much it costs to run this election. And that becomes a standard. So you and I, who have the quality, who wants to go there, will be looking at that X amount. Do we understand this? Now I tell people that the youth are not ready. I tell people that the youth are not ready. Ojasokwe is a youth, is ready. I am ready. Engineer here is a youth. Many youths are here who are ready. But when I say the youths are not ready, the voters, there are a lot of good heads, youths, but we are the youths to put those youths in place. They are the same one who will collect 4,000 naira for a vote. And like I was jokingly telling some of the folks in Ekiti State, I said they had better spend that money wisely. 1,000 per year. Let's put our hands together one more time for Ojasokwe, for sparing, for being bold enough to come out to run. For being bold enough to come out to run. Somebody said, why pay money to trace your family tree? Just go into politics. Your opponents will do it for you for free. So it takes a lot of boldness to say, hey, this is my cupboard, no skeleton. I'm putting my heart in the ring. One more time, please put your hands together for him. Yes, we want to take few more comments. And pardon me, I don't know the names, but sir, once it's done, sir, you take your shot. Thank you. Please kindly introduce yourself and your comments, sir.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. All protocols still observed. My name is Igbarola Olumide. The person that is presenting himself for this position that we've been clamoring for that the set of people that should be in this chamber should be people of integrity, should be people of sound mind, should be people of that we can vouch for that will move this nation forward. I can say authoritatively that Adeniyi Rotimi Johnson Ojasope is long overdue to be in such set of people to move this nation forward. To ASU strike, June 12 crisis, all those things culminated together to extend our stays from 4 to 5 years. One thing about him, our faculty is the biggest faculty in the permanent side then. The politics we operate is at the departmental level. Adeniyi Rotimi is a proactive person. He's a person that there is a man of vision. He sat down with some group of people that we should not base the politics of our faculty on departmental level alone. Let's ensure that we have an association, an umbrella body of students that we form executive of faculty of science student association. And it's from there, that political group, which they started then, I think 1993 or 1994, is what has been established up till today. And I can say categorically that is the first Secretary General of that Faculty of Science Student Association. It was a keenly contested election. I could remember who were the foot soldiers then, canvassing for vote from one department to the other, from one hosted to the other, that these are candidates. And that group of young people that gathered together then to say that let our faculty have a political arm, a political body that will be represented in the entire student union government. Now as a product, which is very, very important today, a member of House of Rep, now, presently, he was the first president of the Faculty of Science Student Association. I don't think he's here yet. Honorable Kende Agbola. Yes, he's not here now. He was the president of the Faculty of Science Students Association, and is today a member of rep of a member of rep at Abuja there. So it's House of Rep in Abuja today. What I want to say is that this man is daring, is visionary, is able to sit down and draw a program for government and governance. If you have people of such minds, not group of misfits, sitting down in a place, just having beer parlor discussion. If you have people of sound quality mind that will come up with policies, that will come up with laws that will move our nation forward, I can vouch categorically that Rotimi Adeniyi Johnson will be one of those people. Somebody mentioned the other time that he's been so magnanimous enough, he's been so that the amount he's requesting for that we should support him is small. I can vouch for you that this is a person that will achieve maximum results with minimum resources. Fine, people are collecting money to vote. I've been on social media, I've been on live broadcast, talking against this money for vote for a very long time. I've been a grassroots man. I work with a World Bank project that deals with community development. I meet people in the grassroots on daily basis. And that is after talking to them on community development, I always talk to them about you collecting 4,000, 5,000, that translates to 1,000. If it is 5,000, that translates to 1,250 naira per year. And if you have to divide it again, that translates to 100 naira per month. And if you have to divide it again, that translates to 3 naira per day. That let's talk to ourselves. And this brings about our voters' education. Our problem in this country is lack of proper education for our people. People don't really know why they vote. They just believe it's a jamboree thing. Let's just go to the polling booth. Today is voting. Are you going? Let's go there. Who are you voting for? It has come to a situation that people just look at the poster. This person dressed well. I love his cap. I love everything about him. Is the person I will vote for. This is a very fine person. He's very handsome. I will vote for him. People are not asking questions. People are not talking about what you have for us. I've always been telling people that we should adopt a project management approach that asks questions. Mr. Man, you want to go to this place. What do you want to do for us that will benefit the whole populace in the first year you are there? List it out. We write it down. Second year, list it out. We write it down. Third year, you list it out. We write it down. So that by the time you are there, that will be the yardstick for which we are going to evaluate you and determine if you've performed or not. He has taken the right step. And I believe that with our support, with everything we have quality representation. We need to move we must move this nation forward. The vision you have as a very young man, almost more than 2.5 decades ago, and the vision must have even been intensified now. That desire is burning in you. Please, just try as much as possible, articulate everything. That is what you are taking into that house. And he's a man of influence. That's one thing. You might not see him as not talking too much, but your little interaction with him, you know that you must have gained one thing or the other from your conversation that you can even apply to your life, and it works. Coincidentally, he's a man of God too. So it's somebody that I would say that we ensure that he match his prayer point with action points. That is what we miss in this country. Everything is all about prayer, but we don't match our prayer points with action points. He's somebody that has matched his prayer points and prayer life with action, life, and points. This is one of the people we need in this country. And I pray that your desire will be granted through us, through we people here. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. Quite a number of people have signified intention to still pass one or few comments about this great man we are celebrating today, who's offering himself for service and who we are bent on sending on service. But we are constrained by time, and if time permits, we'll still allow a few more people to hear their comments about this great man. In the course of the program, a lot of people stepped in and would like to recognize them in turn, in no particular order. Please, let's make welcome Reverend Toye Oyero of New Covenant Church, Agodi Center. You're most welcome, sir. Please, sir, there is a seat over there for you, sir. The usher will lead you over there. You're most welcome, sir. Please, let's celebrate him. Thanks for coming, sir. We are just trying to fill the seats on either side. In the same vein, please, let's make welcome Pastor Sam Adeyemi. Let's put our hands together for Pastor Sam Adeyemi, please. Okay. You're most welcome, sir. Also, Ashiwaju Olumide Igbarola. Please, let's make welcome. Oh, the same person who just finished addressing us. You're most welcome, sir. And also, Alhaji Kabiru, the leader, RSG. Please put your hands together for Alhaji Kabiru. There are still seats here. You're most welcome, sir. You're most welcome, sir. And in a short while, we'll be hearing from one of our very esteemed guests. But before then, I want to welcome into our presence with a rousing welcome a legal luminary and the leader of the man we are celebrating today, ARJ Ojasokwe. Please make welcome by putting your hands together for Mogaji Olumuyiwa Makinde. Please, let's put our hands together for him. We are at Dausa. We are at Dausa. Okay, it's coming. Okay. We'll get to meet him once he comes back. And please, if you can, I wouldn't mind a rousing welcome with a standing ovation for the former Speaker of Oyo State, the very first political father of the one we are celebrating today, Honorable Kehinde Ayola. Please, let's welcome Honorable Kehinde Ayola into our midst. You're most welcome, sir. We celebrate you, sir. Sir, please kindly make your way up here. In a while from now, we'll be looking forward to hearing from you, sir. Ushers, please kindly lead Honorable. You're most welcome, sir. We celebrate you, sir. Please make welcome one more time. Please, let's appreciate his coming. Thanks for honoring this gathering. You're most welcome, sir. You're most welcome, sir. You may have your seats. So, in a bid to give Honorable a little breather, let him settle down. You know, when you are holding the microphone, you get some kind power. See, I just carry Honorable from here. I just go put on there. This morning, you get some kind power. So I want him to settle down into that new seat before I get him standing up again, because at about now, he will be addressing us. But before he comes, still talking about politics and politicians. Someone said politicians are in the attitude of making promises, of even building bridges where there is no water. I know this man, Ojasokwe, knows the limitation of the office is aspiring for. Because some of us, or some of them, get into that trouble, having promised heaven and earth, and his function is purely legislative. Then he gets himself into trouble. And people begin to think he's not performing, because they expect him to come and dole money out to them. You know, but it's someone who is close to the grassroots, close to the youth, who knows or feels the pulse of the society, and is going to definitely contribute positively to deliberations in the House. It's an era where we have politicians telling us we are going to beef up the economy. We are beefing up the economy. But they don't even know the difference between beef and pork. And they are still beefing up. But this man is different. I know he knows what he's doing. This is no joke. I don't want to mention the states. Lawmaker. He doesn't know, he doesn't understand what is bill. So what is he doing there? How did he get there? That's a question we need to answer. Please, let's make welcome as we put our hands together for the former Speaker of Oyo State, Honorable Kehinde Ayola, as he addresses us. Please, let's keep the clap rolling. We celebrate you, sir. We celebrate you, sir.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I greet my fathers on the other side of the table here, and my mothers, and my leaders who are seated across. There are many of you have already met, and we have exchanged pleasantries. I am very, very happy to be here this evening.
Sorry I came late because I had to do some meetings after church service. God bless you all. Now, ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ gbà mí láyè láti sọ èdè abínibí tó wá jẹ́ pé ààrẹ ni tí ò gbọ́ Yorùbá, ẹ dákun ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá jókòó tì wọ́n ẹ kàn ra máa bá mi ṣògbífọ̀ fún wọn. Yes, nǹkan tí mo bá ń sọ nítorí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ní nǹkan tí ó máa ń wà nínú ọkàn wa tá a máa ń fẹ́ sọ tó yẹ pé torí wà ń sọ èdè Gẹ̀ẹ́sì kì í dẹ̀ ṣe èdè bàbá wa, kì í ṣe èdè tí wọ́n fi kọ́ wa. Àwọn ọmọ tá à ń bí ní bí ọdún 15 ọdún 10 kankan sẹ́yìn òun la máa ń fi èèbó kọ́ láti kékeré. Èmi ò gbé èèbó tó bẹ́ẹ̀, so ẹ dákun ẹ foríjì mi. Inú mi dùn láti wà níbí nítorí pé ó dàbí ìgbà tá a lè sọ pé orí tèmi ló kún tí wọ́n bá mi gẹ̀ nítorí pé arákùnrin wa Rotimi Johnson tí gbogbo wa mọ̀ sí ó já sọpẹ́ ọ̀rẹ́ mi àtàtà ni láti bí ọdún 2000 àbí 2002 òun ni mo ti kọ́kọ́ pàdé ẹ̀. Nígbà yẹn wọ́n wà ní Youth Church New Covenant ní kí lórúkọ hall yẹn, Obisesan Hall ní Dùgbẹ̀. So náà ní kí wọ́n bá àwọn ọ̀dọ́ sọ̀rọ̀ ńgbà náà, àtìgbà náà èmi pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ àti bẹ̀rẹ̀ iṣẹ́ kí a máa gbìyànjú àti ta àwọn ọ̀dọ́ jí lókè lódò ní ìpínlẹ̀ wa yìí in particular lórí ètò àti jígìrì. Ìdí tó fi ṣe pàtàkì kí wọ́n jígìrì sí ọ̀rọ̀ òṣèlú. Bá a bá fẹ́ tá a bá kọ̀, ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ gbà ló jẹ́ pé àwọn èèyàn wa tí wọ́n kájú ẹ̀ tí wọ́n dáńtọ́ wọn yìí fẹ́ dá sóṣèlú. Wọ́n ní òṣèlú dọ̀tí, àwọn jàgídíjàgan ló máa ń wà ń bẹ́ẹ̀ kankan. Tó bá dọ̀tí ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ mọ̀ ẹ̀ ṣe wá kẹ́ wá fi mímọ́ tí kẹ́ fi fọ ìdọ̀tí inú òṣèlú nù. A rí wípé yàtọ̀ sí lẹ́nu bí ọdún kan sásìkò tá a wà bí oṣù méjìlá sásìkò tá a wà ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ làwọn èèyàn tó jẹ́ pé wọn ò ní káàdì ìdìbò gan lọ́wọ́. Ẹ rí i pé oríṣiríṣi campaign ló ti lọ ń gbòòrò pé ẹ lọ gba káàdì ìdìbò yín, ẹ lọ gba káàdì ìdìbò yín, ẹ lọ gba káàdì ìdìbò yín. Ìgbà yẹn lèmi rò pa tún lè rí, mo tó rò pa lè rí àwọn èèyàn tán tó jígìrì sí ká dá sí òṣèlú wa yìí díẹ̀ nítorí tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ èèyàn lọ́jọ́ ìdìbò wọn ó jókòó kalẹ̀ ni. Ṣùgbọ́n tí wọ́n bá ní ibì kan ò dáa tí wọn náà sì ń gbé bẹ́ẹ̀, mo rò pé ó yẹ ká jáde káwa náà sapá tiwa láti rí wípé àwa náà kópa láti rí wípé ó dáa. Ibi tí èmi ti rí nǹkan tí ọ̀rẹ́ wa ó já sọpẹ́ tó ń ṣe yìí tó ń pinnu àti lọ sí ilé ìgbìmọ̀ aṣòfin àgbà ní Àbújá òun nìyẹn. Òun dìde ó gbìyànjú ó pinnu láti jígìrì sí ọ̀rọ̀ ìlú wa kó lè dáa. Torí náà mo wá fẹ́ rọ gbogbo wa ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ dákun ẹ jẹ́ kí a gbárùkù tì ní gbogbo ọ̀nà láti rí i pé irú wọn wọlé sí ilé ìgbìmọ̀ aṣòfin. Oríṣi èèyàn bíi 2-3 ló ń lọ sí ilé ìgbìmọ̀ aṣòfin gẹ́gẹ́ bí ìrí tèmi. Tẹ́ bá dé ilé ìgbìmọ̀ aṣòfin káláṣòfin ni wá báyìí tá a bá kó àwọn èèyàn jọ oríṣi bí ọ̀nà 3 ni wọ́n pín sí. Àkọ́kọ́ òun làwọn tó jẹ́ pé wọn ti ẹ̀ mọ nǹkan tí wọ́n wá ṣe ńbẹ̀. Àwọn kan tí wọ́n lè dá inú ara wọn rò nítorí náà wọ́n nílò kẹ́lòmíì ó ràn wọ́n lọ́wọ́ láti bá wọn dá inú ìpinnu ara wọn ṣe. Àwọn èèyàn àkọ́kọ́ nìyẹn. Oríṣi àwọn èèyàn kejì làwọn tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n lè dánú ara wọn rò, wọ́n gbọ́n nínú wọn gbọ́n lẹ́yìn bí aṣarun, ṣùgbọ́n gbogbo ọgbọ́n wọn ọ̀nà jìbìtì ọ̀nà kí ni a máa ń pè kí wọ́n máa ṣe oríṣiríṣi ọgbọ́n àdùmọ̀kọ́rọ́ yín ọ̀nà yẹn òun níbi tí wọ́n ń darí ọpọlọ tiwọn ni wọ́n ń darí ẹ̀ lọ. Àwọn oríṣi kẹta òun làwọn tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n mọ tí wọ́n ń ṣe, orí wọn pé wọ́n sì fẹ́ kí ìlú ó dáa. Ṣùgbọ́n tá a bá wá ní ká pín wọn ní ìsọ̀rí pé èèyàn mélòó ló tiẹ̀ ní nínú èèyàn 100 tó wá, mélòó náà tó jẹ́ pé wọn àti ẹ̀ mọ bí wọ́n ń lọ. Àwọn mélòó ló mọ ibi tí wọ́n ń lọ tó jẹ́ pé ọ̀nà tara wọn nìkan ni. Àwọn mélòó ni wọ́n mọ ibi tí wọ́n lọ tó jẹ́ pé ọ̀nà ti bí kò lè dá òun ni tiwọn tí wọ́n ń bá ká. A rí wípé àwọn tí ó kéré jù níye òun làwọn tí wọ́n mọ ibi tí wọ́n fẹ́ ṣe tí wọ́n sì fẹ́ ṣe fún ìgbáyégbádùn aráàlú wọn pọ̀. Àwọn tí ò tún pọ̀ tó tún pọ̀ lé wọn ni àwọn tí ó jẹ́ pé ọgbọ́n èrú àgàbàgebè ní gbogbo ọgbọ́n tiwọn tí wọ́n fi ń ṣe. Ṣùgbọ́n bí wọn ò ṣe pọ̀ yẹn tiwọn, àwọn wá rí àǹfààní àti máa darí àwọn tó jẹ́ pé wọn ò mọ bí wọn ó lọ yẹn wọ́n máa dà wọ́n báyìí dà wọ́n báyìí dà wọ́n báyìí tó fi jẹ́ pé àwọn tí ò wá fẹ́ ṣèlú dáa nígbà bá papọ̀ àwọn ni wọ́n pọ̀ ju àwọn tí wọ́n fẹ́ ṣèlú dáa lọ. Kí ìlú yóò sì tó lè dáa a nílò àwọn èèyàn tó pọ̀ níbi ìsọ̀rí ìta àkọ́kọ́ tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n fẹ́ kí ìlú lè dáa ni àwọn wà fún. Mo ní ìgbàgbọ́ pẹ̀lú gbogbo ìbámáṣe àti máa ṣe pọ̀ pẹ̀lú ó já sọpẹ́ láti bí ọdún 15 sẹ́yìn tèmi rẹ̀ tíjọ́ ń bá bọ̀. Mo nígbàgbọ́ pé òun ó wà lára àwọn tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n fẹ́ tún lù ṣe ni. Nítorí náà irú wọn ẹ jẹ́ kí a rán wọn lọ. Nǹkan kẹta tí mo fẹ́ sọ màá dẹ̀ lọ jókòó báyìí òun ni wípé ètò ìjọba tiwantiwa ìsọ̀rí mẹ́ta ló dá sí. A ní ilé ìgbìmọ̀ aláṣẹ ìyẹn executive council, a ní ilé ìgbìmọ̀ aṣòfin legislature, a dẹ̀ ní àwọn ẹ̀ka ètò ìdájọ́ èyí tó ń pè ní judiciary. Mẹ́tẹ̀ẹ̀ta yẹn èyí tó nípọn jù ń bẹ níbi pé ká gbé ètò ìjọba tiwantiwa dúró òun ni ilé ìgbìmọ̀ aṣòfin. The legislature is the fulcrum upon which the whole lever of democracy revolves. Without the judiciary, without the legislature, there is no democracy. And how do I mean? Tá bá wo inú ìtàn, a rí wípé ní ọdún 1966 ni àwọn ológun bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí gbàjọba. Ìgbàjọba bẹ́ẹ̀ tí ń lọ bí 11 oríṣiríṣi ní àwọn ètò ìtẹ̀gbàjọba tó ti ṣẹlẹ̀ ní Nàìjíríà. Ṣùgbọ́n méjì nínú wọn péré, mẹ́ta nínú bí 11 yẹn, òun ló já sí pé wọ́n gba ìjọba lọ́wọ́ ìjọba tiwantiwa, àwa gbé fọlógun. Only 3 out of the 11 led to a direct truncation of democracy. The very first one, January 14, 1966. Wọ́n gbà lọ́wọ́ àwọn ológun, àwọn bàbá Tafawa Balewa, Akintola gbogbo wọn, ológun gbà. The second one was December 31, 1983. Tí wọ́n gbà lọ́wọ́ àwọn bàbá Shagari, àwọn bàbá tí mẹ́bẹ̀ ń sìn, àwọn Buhari gbà yẹn. The third one was November 17, 1993. Èyí tí olóògbé Abacha tó jàgbà mọ́ bàbá Ṣónẹ́kàn lọ́wọ́, bó tilẹ̀ jẹ́ pé bàbá Ṣónẹ́kàn á dìbò fún wọn, ṣùgbọ́n àwọn ilé ìgbìmọ̀ aṣòfin ìgbà yẹn lókè àti nísàlẹ̀ àwọn ìjọba tiwantiwa ni wọ́n. So only 3 coups led to direct truncation of democratic rule. Now kí ni point mo fẹ́ make ni pé each time tólógun bá dé tí wọ́n bá gbéjọba ológun kalẹ̀ wọ́n mọ̀ ní ẹ̀ka aláṣẹ, there is always an executive council. Wọ́n mọ̀ ní ẹ̀ka ètò ìdájọ́, there is always the judiciary. Ilé ìgbìmọ̀ aṣòfin ni wọ́n mọ̀ ń lù pa ní pọ́npọ́ all the time. Torí àwọn ológun ò kì í gba ilé ìgbìmọ̀ aṣòfin láyè. Wọ́n wàá mú agbára aṣòfin, wọ́n lẹ̀pọ̀ mọ́ ti ẹ̀ka aláṣẹ. Wọ́n wàá máa ṣe decree, wọ́n máa ṣe edict, wọ́n máa ṣe oríṣiríṣi bylaws. Wọ́n sì jẹ́ kí ẹ̀ka ètò ìdájọ́ ó máa ṣiṣẹ́ wọn as long as tó bá jẹ́ pé gbogbo òfin tán ti là kalẹ̀ àwọn adájọ́ ń tẹ̀lé bíi ouster clauses eléyìí ní no go area eléyìí lè dájọ́ lé lórí. Ṣùgbọ́n we still have judiciary. We used to have judiciary during the military era. We used to have the executive during the military era. Àwọn military governor wọ́n máa ní commissioner àbẹ́ẹ̀kọ́ ni wọ́n máa ní adviser. Head of state lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ náà ní minister yóò ní adviser. Ṣùgbọ́n kò kì í sí gbé ilé ìgbìmọ̀ aṣòfin. Ìdí ni wípé ilé ìgbìmọ̀ aṣòfin ni òun ni ó di tiwantiwa gangan mú ìjọba tiwantiwa. Tá bá fẹ́ kí ìjọba tiwantiwa ó lọ dáadáa, àwọn tá a máa fi sí ilé ìgbìmọ̀ aṣòfin wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ àwọn èèyàn tó kájú ẹ̀ bí irú Ọjà Sọpẹ́ yìí. Wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ máa jẹ́ àwọn èèyàn tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n máa hùwà bí aròbó. Sẹ́nitọ̀ kan ń bẹ tí gbogbo yín mọ̀ tí ó máa kọrin àjẹkùn ìyá ni ó jẹ. Ṣé iṣẹ́ tí ẹ rán wọn kí wọ́n lọ ṣe òun nìyẹn? So eléyìí ò ní kọrin àjẹkùn ìyá o, ṣùgbọ́n iṣẹ́ tí ó ṣe tó bá débẹ̀ ta pẹ̀lú ìfọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀ bò wá yóò fi àjẹkùn ìyà jẹ òṣì, àìlẹ́kọ̀ọ́, kí ló máa dàrú, àìsí ohun àjẹkùn ìyà lòun ò fi jẹ wọ́n lọ́nà ti bẹ̀rùn tìjọba tó pé, ìjọba tiwantiwa tó pé. Nítorí náà mo bẹ̀ gbogbo wa, mo rọ̀ wá, gbogbo nǹkan tá a bá ní, owó ni, ẹsẹ̀ ni, ìmọ̀nìyàn ni, ìfọmọnìyàn ṣe ni, ẹ jẹ́ ká fi ran Ọjà Sọpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ kó wà lára àwọn tí ó lọ sí House of Reps ní 2019 to 2023 tí ó máa represent North West and Southwest Ibadan Federal Constituency. God bless you.
Thank you so much, sir. Wow. That's very brief and yet so rich. There was a lot of knowledge sharing. God bless you, sir. We appreciate you. So, like we said, we are here for this singular purpose, to support our friend and brother in his quest to go on a message, on an errand, on a service on our behalf. And of course, like somebody said, actually Albert Einstein, he said, an empty stomach is a bad advisor in politics. So we'll still get to that point where we need to back all these, our utterances, with our resources. One of the good books said, where your treasure is, that's where your heart is. Okay? So if you want to put our resources behind what we have been saying, we'll soon get to that. But before we get there, the man himself is going to address us. He's going to speak to us. In case you have a misgiving about why he's running, or you have a misgiving about what he's going to do, I believe he's going to clear all those doubts in a moment from now. But before then, I still want to recognize many more dignitaries that walked in the course of the program. Please, let's appreciate and welcome Pastor Niyi Ojedokun. You are most welcome, sir. You're most welcome, sir. Thanks for coming. Convener, Christian Leadership Mobilization Organization Initiative. You're very celebrated, sir. Please put your hands together for Pastor Kola Dairo. Pastor Kola Dairo, you're most welcome, sir. Please kindly take some few steps forward here, sir. You're most welcome, sir. And one of the members of the Digital Youths, I love that. I'm digitalized too. Please put your hands together for Mr. Ayo George. Mr. Ayo George, where are you in the house? Mr. Ayo George, we celebrate you, sir. Even the look is digital. Please, let's celebrate him one more time. And of course, we want to celebrate, welcome, and recognize the presence of Honorable Yinka Bolariwa, a member of COSMA. Please, let's put our hands together for Honorable. You're welcome, sir. A while ago, we introduced Mogaji to us. Is it back in the hall now? It's still not back. Okay. So without wasting any further time, we want to hear from the horse's mouth. Of course, this man is not an horse, but let's just take it as that for now. We want to hear from him, speak to us about his intents, about why he believes is the one you should send on this onerous task of representing you and I at the House of Representatives. Quality representation, not the people who will sleep for half of the time in the house. You know, there are some people, it is a retirement home for them. They just go there to sleep. Some those don't even come for plenary, and they will tell you they are doing oversight function. We are in the bedroom. Please make your welcome a big one for the one we are celebrating today, the one we have decided to send on this assignment, the one who is volunteering himself with a standing ovation, ARJ Ojasope himself. Please, let's welcome him. We celebrate you, sir.
Thank you. Please, let's have our seats. I want to crave your indulgence before I go ahead with my speech. The chairman of PDP in Ibadan Northwest local government is here. I told him that I was not expecting him to show up. He's about leaving, and he asked me, he just whispered to me that he will want to talk before taking his leave. His name is Honorable Lukman Adeshino. He has a meeting that he has to attend. You know, weekends we hold meetings in the evening.
Please, you permit me to sit on the existing protocol. I would like to seek the indulgence of the audience to speak in our mother tongues, like the Honorable. The Right Honorable. The Right Honorable. Mo kí ẹ̀yin ìyá àti bàbá wa ní high table. Orúkọ mi ni Alhaji Lukman Abiodun Adesina, PDP Party Chairman, Ibadan Northwest Local Government. Mo ti tọrọ àyè mọ́tòjẹ́ tuntun, mo ti tọrọ àyè pé kí n sọ Yorùbá, kí n mọ́tò mọ́ mix gbogbo ẹ̀ mọ́ ara wọn, torí mo ti tẹ̀lé ọ̀gá wa. Èdí tí mo fi tọrọ àyè láti kọ́kọ́ sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ má bínú ni wípé local government tí Honorable Jásọpẹ́ ti fẹ́ jáde, local government ọ̀dọ̀ tèmi ni. Àwọn mẹ́fà ní ẹjọ́ fẹ́ díje tó jẹ́ méje, òun àti àwọn mẹ́fà. A ní Dr. Akintomide Fagbemi, Honorable Remi Olajide, Honorable Stanley Pedro, Kehinde Akande, àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. Èdí tó jẹ́ kí n dárúkọ díẹ̀ nígbà tí mayor ń sọ̀rọ̀ tí wọ́n àdírẹ́sì wa, wọ́n ní tí Ọjàsọpẹ́ kọ sókè yìí ó nílò ju ń tójú báyìí lọ. Tó bá di August 1st, ẹgbẹ́ wa máa ní kí aspirant wa máa gba fọ́ọ̀mù pé mo fẹ́ díje. Federal Honorable 2 million. Non-refundable. Tá a bá ń yọ 2 million kó nu 25, kwati bobi tí ìnáwó ti bẹ̀rẹ̀. Ọjàsọpẹ́, gbogbo ẹni tó ti ń sọ̀rọ̀ látàárọ̀ ni wọ́n ń sọ̀rọ̀ dáadáa nípa rẹ̀. Bódò ẹ̀ ṣe rí náà ni wọ́n ṣe ń sọ. Ṣùgbọ́n we have to be realistic. A gbọ́dọ̀ tanra wa jẹ at this point in time. Ọ̀rọ̀ òṣèlú Nàìjíríà ń sìn. Tá a bá sọ fún yàn wípé gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọ̀rẹ́ mi tí wọ́n jọ lọ sí school nílọrin nígbà tí wọ́n àdírẹ́sì ilé community development program, páwọn sensitize àwọn èèyàn wípé ẹ má rówó, ẹ má rógbá, òṣèlú wo tí mature débẹ̀ yẹn. Òṣèlú tá à ń ṣe presently, owó lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀yìn ńlẹ̀ ni. Lẹ́yìn tó túmọ̀ sí wípé tá a bá fẹ́ ran Ọjàsọpẹ́ lọ́wọ́, ó máa nídìí nǹkan mẹ́ta. Àkọ́kọ́, láti commit ẹ̀ síwájú Ọlọ́run. Lẹ́yìn Ọlọ́run normal kìíní kádẹ̀ fún all aspirant ní equal opportunity láti operate. Bó o bá ṣe tẹ́bẹ̀ẹ́dẹ́ ni wàá ṣe sùn. Gbogbo commendation ṣe lóríṣiríṣi. Ọjàsọpẹ́ need agbára. Ọjàsọpẹ́ need
everything. They have charged me that if you want to make a difference, start from this process. They say the end justifies the means. No. Let even the process speak for itself. I want to appreciate my spiritual fathers, Reverend Toye Oyero, Pastor Sam Adeyemi. I also have here, and I will invite him to the front seat, Imam Rashid Adewale. Please, sir, just come forward and sit, please. Imam Rashid Adewale has been my friend since year 2000. We joined politics together, but he eventually left it for us. He's a very good friend. He has helped me in the past, even in my business connections. It's a delight to have you here, sir. Members of COSMA, Honorable Yinka Bolaniwa refused to come and sit in the front. I'm the chairman of COSMA. Members of Life Applications Service of the New Covenant Church, I'm flabbergasted by your support and overgasted. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. If Chairman Lukman Adeshino knew how much prayer you people have rained on my head today alone, he will not be saying that I need prayer again. Thank you. I want to appreciate and acknowledge Mr. Niyi Folorunsho. He's one of the special guests, even on the program. Also here with him, I would not want to bring him forward because I can see the expression on his face already. Mr. Ayo Ajibike. Thank you so much. Before I go into my speech, ladies and gentlemen, today is my younger brother's birthday and his firstborn daughter too. Today is their birthday and they are both here. So I crave your indulgence because I told him that, look, you come from Abeokuta, come to this program. You have no choice, even though it's your birthday and it's a significant birthday for that matter. Come here, let's do this together. And he has honored me with his presence. So let's sing happy birthday for him. So stand up, let them see you so that they will see how much you refuse to resemble me. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you, Sheun. Happy birthday to you. We wish you many happy returns of the day. Long life and prosperity. Hip, hip, hip. Thank you for coming. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I will still have to appreciate someone. Ashiwaju Olumide Igbarola. He was my campaign manager when I was in the university. He did very well. When I contested in 2011, he was with me throughout. Then he was still in Ibadan. Now he has relocated to Akure. He's a consultant with the World Bank for Community Development Project. Olumide, I appreciate you. Thank you for coming. I have decided in this hall today, you'll be surprised that we don't have up to 10 politicians. So many people assume that it's a political meeting. No, it is not. It is not a political meeting. Only less than 10 people are politicians here. I have brought everyone that has had anything to do with me in the past. Associations, those that have supported me politically, representatives of my ward, representatives from the church. The coordinator of the Vision Partners was among the people, Mr. Toyin Folayo, that supported me for my aspiration in 2011. One that has joined me in this aspiration, I don't leave them behind. I have here Mr. Bamiji, fellow Chartered Institute of Chartered Accountants. I recognize and appreciate you. My personal secretary, when I contested in 2011, Mr. Bumisho Dipo, is here. He has gone to ADC, but I told him that he's on loan. When we need him, we'll come back to his club. He's back. So I want to talk quickly about Send Me. Many of you on the social media platforms, you have seen Send Me. And many of you, you have told me we are sending you. But sincerely, the situation of this country calls for bringing more people together. More people that will not fall for 4K, 4,000, or for 5,000. We need to bring in more people that would have vision for this country, for a better country. Every now and then, I have opportunity to interact with people. They question me. They don't ask me about business. They ask me about politics and the future for this country. Ladies and gentlemen, Nigeria needs more people like you here. People with discipline. People with focus. People with sincere desire for progress for this nation. I'm here standing, not because I'm so smart. I'm here standing before you because I'm just like any other person. I'm not a perfect person. But I've surrounded myself with people that will compliment me. And I know Imam has written to me so that I will acknowledge my wife. I know. But that's where I'm going. How will life have survived being in politics since 2000 without my wife? It's not possible. When I proposed to her during our youth service, I told her, after she said, yes. I said, come back, oh, look, I'm going to be a politician. And so many ladies have turned me down because of politics. So please go back again and think about it. So that later in life, you know, we say, Mofori, Baba, Ori, or one more, Josh, I know me. That will not arise. And she vowed that anything I want to do, she will support. And sincerely, since then, among my friends, our closest friend is here, Mrs. Tokwe Anifowoshi, and we joke that, Tomo Yoba Femi, likely he might fail. Because she accepted even the faults. You all see the things you are commending. But those things that will cause somebody to hiss, she will see it and still absorb me. So please help me appreciate my wife. I have come this evening. The vision partners have invited us all so that I will address this section. But ladies and gentlemen, it is an opportunity for me to address this session, not because many of you have not seen the things I've been writing, or you have not heard me on any of the electronics media. But the situation in this country calls for us to come together. The people in politics, the politicians, they are not up to 1% of this country. But every other, about 90 to 99% of other Nigerians, they are complaining about this less than 1%. So why can't we increase the number of those complaining to go and participate in what you are complaining about? Somebody asked me one day, he said, he told me, politics is dirty. And I told him that when your clothes is dirty, or whatever is dirty, what do? You wash it. So the aspect of it, that part of it that is dirty, what do? You apply more soap. So if politics is dirty, what are we doing to clean it up? But the truth is, politics is not dirty. You only have dirty people in politics. Politics, because it's democracy, is a game of number. As long as you have more dirty people in it than clean, it will remain dirty. But if we can inject more people into our politics in Nigeria, more people that will think of prosperity before prosperity, then we will have a better polity and we have a better country. So many people have told me, how are you surviving? How are you doing this? It is by the grace of God. There is nothing to boast about. But the truth is, when we have more people like you in the system, it will encourage people like us that want to do the right thing to remain focused. Nigeria of today calls for urgent attention. As a politician, Honorable Ayola, Imam, the two imams, they can bear me and other politicians there. You think Nigeria is in a pathetic state, but you don't know how pathetic it is. Those of us that are politicians, we have an idea and we know how very pathetic this country is. If things continue like this, in the next 4 years, there might not even be the entity called Nigeria. Because very soon, our oil exploration is going to be useless. Because the whole world is thinking of alternative energy. There are inventions of cars that will not use fuel. So what will our source of revenue be in this country? Outside this country, you have a lot of Nigerians that are doing very well. You have professors, you have doctors, you have inventors. But Nigeria has not been conducive for them to come. Just last year, somebody that came from the US died on Lagos-Ibadan Expressway in the traffic hold-up. He was there in the traffic congestion. He was an asthmatic patient, and he died there. Do you think his children will want to come to this country again? And there are many like that. Have different sad stories to tell. Why? Because we have not made the system to work. Many of you on this side of the table, you point at politicians as the problem. No. The problem is Nigerians. Because these politicians, they are from among us. They are not Ghanaians. They are not from UK. They are Nigerians. So politicians are just typical Nigerians. Everybody wants to go there to go and shop their own. And as long as it's like that, there can never be progress. When the present president got there, I was just laughing. Those that were following him on the Facebook, you know. And I will say that this man doesn't know the problem Nigeria is facing. He just wants to get to office. I know some of you have repented. But the truth is, and I will give you a scenario. You pardon me because I lied then. But it showed the picture very clearly. Sometimes in 2002, we were going to have a meeting in a primary school, St. Patrick, and some small children were playing football. I looked at them that while we were waiting for the meeting, let's join them to play ball. So we played ball. I was expecting my football partner to be here. He's not yet here. Honorable Fatai Adetunji, former chairman of Ibadan Northwest Local Government. So we decided to play ball with these children. After playing ball for about 20 minutes, we were tired, so I asked one of them to go and buy pure water. I gave him 50 naira to go and buy pure water so that we would drink. Guess what? The boy should be around 8 or 9 years. The guy ran away with my 50 naira. After waiting for about 10 minutes, Omota Nikolora pure water wada. He was nowhere to be found. I called others playing ball. Please, I sent a boy. They said they don't know him. I called another one. I said, they don't, the boy we were playing ball together, they said they don't know him. I now told Honorable Fatai, I said, I will do something now. He said, what's that? You will see how bad this country is. He said, what are you going to do? I said, just wait. I now called one of them. I told him, I said, do you know that the boy that I sent to go and buy pure water for us, I asked him to buy 20 naira pure water for us, and the remaining money to buy biscuit for you people. Abushi Erini, more. I know his house. And that was the end of the football game. And they all went. And that brings me to the point that in Nigeria, nobody is interested in fighting corruption as long as they are getting their own share of it. Even at that age, they were not interested that the guy ran away with my money. But when they heard that their own portion went with it, and that was the end of the ball. And since then, I'll tell people that you don't know how bad this country is. Because if boys in 10, 12, 8 years already have that kind of mindset, you can imagine what the future will be. I beg people to come to political meetings. I beg them that, look, when I'm talking and I see people like you seated, I will be more emboldened to stand by the truth. A friend once told me that when 10 people entered the bush when I was in the university, and 9 of them are biting trees, one bugije, and one of them refused to bite tree. He said, he's the one that refused to bite tree, that bite the tree, that is mado. I don't know whether you understand what I'm saying. That when the majority are actually mad, and there's only one person that is sane, do you know that even the majority will still carry the votes? That's the bad thing about democracy. Democracy is not a game of the same by the same for the same. No. It just says that democracy is government of the people by the people for the people. So it does not really matter their sanity level. It does not matter. That's why somebody will sing Ajekun Yanioje and will still be popular. That's why somebody will go and steal $98 million, put it in a warehouse, and when it's being tried, people in that same community where there is $98 million will be demonstrating that they should leave their son alone. That's the kind of country we have. So what's the future for our children? What's the future for our next generation? If we all fold our hands, then the solution is never going to be reached. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to quickly talk about why politics is expensive. We put 25 million naira deliberately because we did not want to scare people away. The first person I told, my uncle in the US, he promised to assist me. But when I said, I will need like 50 million, since then he has not picked my call again. I said, please don't let us scare people away. Let's just reduce the price. Even if we get that one, we'll still achieve something. But politics is expensive, and it will continue to be expensive as long as poverty remains in the land. Just this morning, I was explaining to someone why the Ekiti election was so bad, monetary-wise. Because the rate of poverty in 2015 is not the same now. Money has always been part of our election in Nigeria, but it has never been this worse. Because the poverty level has gone to an unimaginable level. A organizer that will abandon his work on Saturday because he wants to come and vote, remember, he lives on daily wages. So that day, he will take money from anybody, particularly because he has never seen anything positive from anybody that has been going to office. So you offer him money, he will collect it. Because he will tell you that, I don't know when I will see them. Those are the things that are making it so expensive. That is election. Then the main process, you have a lot of people that have devoted their life And that's all they do, 100% politicking. They have access. They are like gatekeepers. They have access to the grassroots. That is why on the day of election, a lot of people will go out that I'm going to vote for Mr. Yinka. Between their house and the polling units, that's where the politicians come in. Some of them, they have put something on their lips. Afoshe, petu, different jazz. Don't vote here. Go and vote here. They have collected money. And they will do it. The chairman was saying that I need prayers. Yes, I need prayers. I went through politics at the grassroots. And I know that a night before the election, there are a lot of rituals. Rituals, divinations, sorcery, to manipulate people's decision. I know. Because I went through a lot of process that exposed me to it. I did not participate, but I know very well. A lot of things happen. I say, Nigeria, you don't know. No. They have controlled it in the spiritual. They do a lot of manipulations. The political godfathers want to remain relevant. They will go to any extent to do that. Ladies and gentlemen, those of us that are disciplined, those of us that have burden for a better Nigeria, please don't stay away. I have a few people that told me today that they don't want to come to a political meeting. But here we have members of other political parties, not just PDP. I've seen in this crowd Mr. Chris Ayod. Yes, Mr. Chris. He's from Young Democratic Party. He promised me that he will come. And he said, please, just wait for recognition. We have members of SDP, Social Democratic Party. Even the Green Party too. So, it's not just about PDP, but it's about people of like minds coming together to get a solution to our country. I have come out to contest. I've lost this election before. It was because of money. I was going to win that election, but by 12 noon, INEC called for a re-election because CPC was not on the ballot paper. And as soon as it was announced, I have witnesses here, more than 70% of the people on the queue to vote left the line that if Ojasope party is not there, then they are not voting. They called for re-election 2 weeks' time. I've exhausted my money. Because 12 noon on the day of election is as good as you have had the election. So calling for it 2 weeks' time, there was no how. So that is what we face. So in this 2019, I have looked strategically at this same local government. I reviewed the past. I have gained experience. I have networked better. And I have a better understanding of my constituency. To the extent that I thank God that I did not win that election then. Because I have a better understanding of Nigeria's problem. When I talk to people now, I talk not because from the point of success. I talk from the perspective of somebody that has really felt the pain. I look at people at the National Assembly talking. I wonder what they are doing there. I was discussing with my beloved Honorable Ayola one day. It was a chat. And we're talking about this, one of these senators. I said, I don't want him to win so that people will not think that that is how to do it. A lot of youths, they will follow anybody that is producing results. They don't care where you get the money from. But in 2019, we still have about 6 months to the election. We must do something differently if we want a better Nigeria. We must go out, register, come out and vote. People tell me, EBT local government, ọ̀rọ̀ Nàìjíríà ò tí ì ká yín lára ni. Why can't you devote a whole day to it? Those that are not dying on the highway, they are dying because of poor medical facilities. Some are dying in the hands of armed robbers, lack of security. A lot of people are being kidnapped on Lokoja Abuja Expressway. There are a lot of ambush on the highway that you don't even get to hear them on the news. What are you talking about? That you are alive today in Nigeria is by the mercies of God. You provide your own electricity, whether I tap up my neighbor or not. You provide your own water. If your road networks in your neighborhood are bad, you'll have to arrange to fill them yourself. Even if you claim that you are in the GRA, like some of my friends that claim they are in the GRA, and I will tell them that no, this is not GRA. But that's the Nigeria we live in. You pay for neighborhood security. So what is government doing? Particularly for us that our children are even in public school. You now wonder that then what is the role of government? Ladies and gentlemen, for Ibadan Northwest, Southwest Federal Constituency, I have mapped out the whole area. If you go to Alalubosa, that's the most part of likely the most expensive neighborhood in the whole of Ibadan. But the road network is pathetic. If you go to Elebu area, they call it Oluyole Extension. I'll tell my friends that you are deceiving yourself. Is this place GRA? Those days they say GRA is government reservation area. What is reserved about this place? If you go to Akpata, they are suffering terribly from lack of water supply. Like any other place. If you go to the interior of Ibadan, Abebi, there are not even public toilets. Majority of the houses there don't even have toilets. They don't have water. What are you talking about? People from this area, they are still part of us. We must do something about it. If our education remains the way it is, where government is not doing the best to educate the poor, then the children of the rich will not be able to live in the same system. Because when you have jobless youths, then they will endanger the children of the rich that went to Harvard. And that's what is happening presently. We must all come together. We must do something. Like I said, it's not that I'm perfect. I'm just offering myself because all of us cannot go and contest. I want to represent you. And I believe as a representative, you must know everywhere in your constituency. You must be able to connect with what they are suffering from. And you must be able to provide solutions. For health, member House of Representatives will not go and build hospital. No. My intention is that I will provide ambulances. Because I noticed that in the cases of emergency, there are no emergency response. It's zero. You will bear me witness. When an Okada accident happens, what happens? People just pass by. And those that will stay, they will stay there with the victim. And they will be arguing. Rather than rush the victim to the hospital. I have seen several cases. So our emergency response, medical emergency response is zero. I plan to provide ambulances. And the status of the federal honorable can make all the police and the security bottleneck that surrounds emergency cases to be taken care of. Because even the Samaritans are afraid. Hospital education. If any member of House of Representatives is telling you that I will build a public school, is lying. The most you can do is to renovate a few classroom blocks. But I noticed and I researched and I found out that the all schools have parents-teacher association. And in public schools, they make contributions. You can bear me witness. They make contributions. You hear that there are some staff, there are some teachers that are on PTA salary because government cannot afford to employ maybe maths teacher. So the Parents Teacher Association will employ a maths teacher and be giving the maths teacher 15,000 naira. Those are the ways the federal honorables can come in. You can employ, you can augment, you can subsidize what they are doing. Talking about form, somebody sent me a message that I cannot even afford to pay 6,000 naira common entrance for my children. Those are the little things we can do to ease the burden. WAEC forms, tutorials, particularly for those in public schools. I call it HEAP Plus. HEAPS Plus. Because my leader, Engineer Seyi Makinde, that is his cardinal project for his aspiration, for his governorship. And I discovered that if a member, House of Representatives, you don't have to have a very big vision to make impact. Just key into what they are doing at the federal level and the state level and make sure that the impacts are felt in your constituency. I don't need to run a separate vision. I don't need it. All I have to do, okay, what's my boss doing? Okay, this particular project at the federal level, how can they feel the impact in my constituency? This project in the state level, that's all. And if you can localize those visions to your constituency, they won't say there is no government. If the chairman can do that, if the councillor can do that, if the federal honorable can do that, if commissioners can do that, we won't be here saying that Nigeria is not moving. The plus in the HEAPS, because of our time, is engagement with the people. I have discovered that majority of our elected officers run away from the people. But how do you represent people you are running away from? How do you know what they are suffering? How do you connect with them without interaction? So it is my plan, and a major one for that matter, because in all local governments, you have community development associations recognized by law. All you have to do is to integrate community development associations with neighborhood landlord associations. Every street, every neighborhood now has landlord associations. But they can't feel the impact of government. All we have to do is to interact with them. If you interact with people, you know what they are suffering, you know what they need. And with that, you'll be able to provide solutions. Sometimes, it's not every time that the solution will be money. Sometimes it's just a phone call away because they don't have the access. As member of Federal House of Assembly, you can just call any commissioner, Ogamu Mafewari. If he does not even know your name, that status alone, he want to listen to you. I want to talk to you on behalf of so-so people from so-so neighborhood. What can we do to help them? If for no other reason, he will look at, I might need this man too later. He will attend to that case. Relationship. There are a lot of, in my constituency, in Oyo State, for Ibadan Northwest, Southwest Federal Constituency, you have the largest number of corporate organizations. All the banks in Ibadan, Dugbe, Ring Road Axis, the industries, the companies, they are within this community. So with a responsible leader, you can connect them for corporate social responsibility. But even corporate organizations will not just release their money unless they know that this person is really serious and is performing. If you are performing and they know you are performing, they want to connect with you. Ladies and gentlemen, I will print this out. I will itemize these points in English and in Yoruba. And in the next few weeks, it will be distributed generously, because we know it's not everybody that has flyer that will read them. But at least, if out of 100 flyers we send out, we get 35 to 40 to be read, they will know that we are not just contesting. And I'm not just asking you to support me just because you know me. No. I want you to support me because you know that I have something to offer. And I'm not going to rest until I have the opportunity to offer it. I want to make a difference. In rounding up, I will just say this. Before I met my leader and my mentor, Dr. Onolapo Sholeye, I used to brag and say that I want to go and change Nigeria. Then when I sat with him in year 2010, so I was trying to convince him as a former minister how much I want to change Nigeria, tell him my plan for this. He listened to me because I went to him that I want him to be my mentor. He now said, you want to change Nigeria, you exhaust yourself trying to change Nigeria, and you will not change anything. That rather than focus on changing Nigeria, why don't you just focus on making a difference? I never had it like that before. So whenever you are given a task, do it conscientiously and make a difference. Wherever you are asked to serve, just make sure that everybody will know that you are doing it in a different way and you are producing results. He said, that's enough. Before you do that for a long time, you begin to change people, even though that's not your focus. Your focus is just to make a difference. Ladies and gentlemen, since he gave that to me, I stuck with it. And that's why, that's the slogan. That's the quotation. That's what we put on every leaflet. That's what we try to pass across to people. That this young man, in collaboration with anybody that will be willing to support, we just want to make a difference. That you have been having members, House of Representatives. This one will be different. Different in terms of service. Leadership is service. Leadership is service. There is no two-way to it. And this is the scenario. And I'm going to round up with that because there is room for questions. This is it. If you're going on the street and you see a shoemaker, cobbler, that wants to polish your shoe, that's the kind of service that you're supposed to pay for. And the man now tell you that, Mr. Ayoro Shafe, I want to polish your shoe. And say, please just bring it. And before you release your shoes to him, he wants to take it out of your leg. How will you react? You will resist it. So whoever is claiming that he wants to serve you, and don't see, then there is something wrong there. People say that I'm not desperate. I said, why should I be desperate because I want to serve you? I don't see why I should be desperate because I say service. That's one. Another scenario is that if your shoemaker wants to give you money instead of you to pay him after the service, is that not something wrong with that? That Oga, ẹ jẹ́ kí n bá yín kùn bàtà yín, èmi gan ni màá fún yín lówó. He said, yé kìí pọ́fẹ́ lọ fi bàtà mi ṣe nǹkan ni. But that's what is happening in this country. They claim they want to serve us. They bombard us so much with money because they know that in actual fact, they are not serving us. The paraphernalia of the office, the security attaché round about them, and the lifestyle they live is the life that will make us to live in perpetual servitude. so that even the generations to come will still be serving their own generation. If it is going to change, it depends on you and I. Poverty has no religion. That's why we have pastors and imams here. Poverty does not know any ethnic group. It will bite hard, irrespective of your language. So if you have somebody that will do the right thing, it does not matter the religion of that person. No. It does not matter the ethnic difference. Just like Ahmed Musa scored 2 goals for us. Who said, I will not jubilate because he's not Yoruba boy. Everybody shouted, it is a... And that's the way it is. If you produce results, people will celebrate you. They will not remember that, Pastor Mani. They won't say, Imam Mani. No. If there are results, then those that are causing division among us because of religious difference or ethnic difference, they will not have what to say. I want to thank you all again for coming. I really, really appreciate you. And I hope we'll be able to keep this relationship. Because those that I've been relating with in the past, I did not leave them all. And I'm not going to leave you. And God will keep us for long. Nigeria of our dream will happen in our time. But we have a role to play. And God will empower you and I to play the roles we are supposed to play. Thank you very much.
Oja sọpẹ́, oja sọpẹ́, oja sọpẹ́, oja sọpẹ́, títí ayé, hallelujah, hallelujah. Oja sọpẹ́, oja sọpẹ́, oja sọpẹ́, oja sọpẹ́, títí ayé, hallelujah, hallelujah. Má dúpẹ́, má yìn bàbá tó ṣẹ́gun fún mi. Má dúpẹ́, má yìn bàbá tó ṣẹ́gun fún mi. Tó ṣẹ́gun fún mi, tó ṣẹ́gun fún mi, tó ṣẹ́gun fún mi. Tó ṣẹ́gun fún mi. Má dúpẹ́, má yìn bàbá tó ṣẹ́gun fún mi. Má dúpẹ́, má yìn bàbá tó ṣẹ́gun fún mi. Oja sọpẹ́, títí ayé, oja sọpẹ́, títí ayé, hallelujah, hallelujah. Má dúpẹ́, má yìn bàbá tó ṣẹ́gun fún mi. Má dúpẹ́, má yìn bàbá tó ṣẹ́gun fún mi. Tó ṣẹ́gun fún mi, tó ṣẹ́gun fún mi, ó ṣẹ́gun fún mi, ó ṣẹ́gun fún mi. Láti Síónì wá o, láti Síónì wá o, láti Síónì lèmi tí ké pè ọ́. Olúwarun yẹ tó tọrọ mi, ọba gidi yẹ gbà tọrọ mi ní ilé bàbá.
Thank you so much, band. Please, may we appreciate this man one more time. Let's put our hands together for him. That was, I don't know what you heard in that speech. I don't know what you heard, but I had passion. I had dedication. I had depth. That was not a shallow talk. It was not just about, this is what people are doing, I want to do it. He was not lamenting about the problem. He mentioned the problem and he talked about solutions, practical solutions that he's going to bring on board. I think this is the kind of person every one of us should support. That was quite profound. Thank you one more time. And I believe everybody, the covenant partners, and everybody are going to line behind you to give you the required support in prayers, in material, in cash, and in kind to see this dream come to fruition. Without wasting any further time, we want to listen to a goodwill message. After now, we come to the fundraising proper. and we should be here in a few minutes from now. Thank you. Yes, sir. The goodwill message, sir.
I seek the indulgence of those who are in the high table, all protocol duly observed. I'm here standing in for the secretary of our party, Honorable Alhaji Wasiu Adeleke, who is indisposed to be here today. My name is Dekin Adegbite Omoniyi, the PDP youth leader, Egbeda local government. And as it is, all have been said and heard. And I congratulate Honorable Ojasope for this event. In fact, it's a privilege for me to be in the midst of people of calibers. And I must say, I thank all of you for coming. In brief, the message is we must collectively make a difference. Yes, all have been heard, like he talked about. This is what he will do, and this is what God will use him to do. Fine. He started well, and by so doing, I believe, collectively as it is, we can make a difference. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni, bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́, àwọn kan ló ń lo constituency yẹn lọ́wọ́ ń sìn, tí gbogbo wa náà dẹ̀ mọ̀. Ká sọ wípé bí wọ́n ṣe mọ̀ ọ́ ni wọ́n ṣe ń ṣe é lọ yẹn. Bọ̀ ká gbà wípé tọ́lọ̀ ń bá gbà fún wa pẹ̀lú Honorable Adeniyi Ojasope, ó túmọ̀ sí pé a lè tún ìtàn ìjọba àbílẹ̀ méjèèjì yẹn kọ ní ti dáadáa. Àmọ́ gbà yí pé ìrìn àjò láwà yìí, we have some days or weeks láti gba form. Ọlọ́run á wá wo àánú rẹ̀, yóò lo àwọn tó jẹ́ olóṣèlú. Torí tá a bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ àwọn tó jẹ́ olóṣèlú gẹ́gẹ́ bí àwa náà, Honorable Yinka wà ń bí àtàwọn bàbá wa míì. Ibi tí instinct olóṣèlú wà náà nìyẹn. Èèyàn mẹ́fà, èèyàn méje nínú wọn ta ni ó gba tíkẹ́ẹ̀tì. Gbogbo ẹ̀ ló yí Ọlọ́run. Pẹ̀lú àdúrà àti ìdúróṣinṣin, torí wọ́n ní ọ̀pọ̀ lápè díẹ̀ láòrí. Mo ń kọ ìwé kan lọ́wọ́ ní local government mi, tàbí kí n fi ọ̀rọ̀ tèmi ṣe example. Òṣèlú àti ẹ̀sìn. Téèyàn bá fẹ́ tanra ẹ̀ jẹ, gẹ́gẹ́ bí àwọn àlùfáà, àwọn alàgbà tó wà ń bí, wọ́n á ní kò yẹ kí èèyàn Ọlọ́run kó ṣe òṣèlú. Bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́ lórí. A lè pè ní call to serve ń tòótọ́, ṣùgbọ́n is genuinely a call to serve. Ìyẹn ni tí a máa dára wa lóhùn nígbà tí a bá gba tíkẹ́ẹ̀tì tí à ń béèrè fún. Bọ́jú gbogbo ẹ lọ, mo gbà yí pé kò sí tọ́lọ́run ò lè ṣe. A contest primary youth leader, kọ́lọ́run ó tó ní pé àníwọ̀, in fact mi ti ẹ̀ sí ń bẹ̀ ńgbà náà. Honorable Yinka ṣẹ̀ṣì rántí ní IDC primary school ńgbà yẹn. Bọ́ inú church wọ́n mọ̀ wá pè wá. Àwa tá a ti ń gbẹ́ nìkan káàkiri pò ní ó ṣe youth leader. But mo tún wá gbà yí pé Ọlọ́run ní ṣe pé àníṣe you need to make a difference collectively. Tí a bá support ọ̀rẹ́ wa, mo gbà yí pé ohun gbogbo ni ṣíṣe. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ó ní ìdí owó, bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ó ní ìdí àdúrà. Ọlọ́run ti fún un ní vision, ó dẹ̀ ti direct ẹni tó lè ṣe, tó fi lè survive ohun tó ń béèrè fún. Torí ìkànnì kéèyàn ní pò ń fẹ́ aspire kó wá débẹ̀ yẹn kó má mọ nǹkan tó fẹ́ gẹ́gẹ́ bí àwọn olóṣèlú ṣe sọ. But eléyìí tá à ń sọ ni pé ó ti mọ ọ̀nà. Ọlọ́run ti la ojú ẹ̀ sí ohun tó fẹ́ ṣe. But ohun tó kù ni pé kí tíkẹ́ẹ̀tì ó tẹ̀ ẹ́ lọ́wọ́. Mo gbà wípé ìgbàgbọ́ rẹ àti ìdúróṣinṣin rẹ nínú Ọlọ́run yóò fún ọ nírètí láti gba tíkẹ́ẹ̀tì yìí. Pẹ̀lú àdúrà àwọn obìnrin àtàwọn ọkùnrin ní gbogbo constituency yín, pàápàá jùlọ àwọn àgbààgbà ẹgbẹ́ tá à ń pè ní olóṣèlú, Ọlọ́run ó gbà fún wa. Ìrànlọ́wọ́ yín la need, torí túrú wọn bá débẹ̀ pẹ̀lú bí wọ́n ṣe ṣe analysis wọn yìí, ẹ jẹ́ á gbà yí pé the level of àwọn tí nǹkan ò yé nípasẹ̀ rẹ̀ nǹkan ò máa yé wọn. Òun náà ni gbogbo wa pẹ̀lú ojú wọn sọ lẹ́yìn kan wípé percentage àwọn tó jó lóṣèlú ń bí tó 1% àwọn academics, àwọn corporate world people tó wà ń bí, àbáwọn òjíṣẹ́ Ọlọ́run tó wà ń bí. So mo nígbàgbọ́ wípé iṣẹ́ tọ́lọ́run ti parí lọ́lọ́run ó ṣe é fún Ọjà Sọpẹ́. Bákan náà Alhaji Wasiu Adeleke wọ́n ní kí n fún yín nírètí pé ní gbogbo ìgbà, torí constituency kan náà lẹ́jọ́ wà, support àwọn lórí ìrìn àjò yìí, loyalty àwọn sí yín is 100%. And pẹ̀lú yẹn lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ báyìí party wa ò ní secretary méjì, kò dẹ̀ ní secretary mẹ́ta ju Alhaji Honourable Wasiu Adeleke, who is the authentic PDP State Secretary. Power. Power to the youth, action. Power to the women, move. And the power to the elders, wisdom. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for that wonderful speech. I mean, all I can hear and see around there is support, support, support here. From the party, from the local governments, from you and I. Let's make that support translate to tangible. Let's make it translate to politics. I mean, to votes. You know, every one of us is an influencer. We all have our sphere of influence. Tell somebody to tell somebody that this is the candidate we have chosen. Tell somebody to tell somebody that we have heard from him and we know of his good intent. Let's sell this idea. Not everybody wants to collect money. Let's sell the idea. Let's sell the idea. You can see the strength of his idea is unquestionable. It beats most of the things that people are just shouting all about they have. We can't afford to miss this opportunity. We can't afford to miss this opportunity of valuable representation at the Federal House of Assembly. Now, in rounding up, I want to call Ọjà Sọpẹ́ back, and please, he called this an interactive session, even though we're going to raise funds for him, for the dream, not per se for him to eat pounded yam. I hope you know. For the dream. But before then, let's interact with him. Let's ask him questions. There are some things you don't totally agree with. Ask him. He will clarify. There are some you think are in place. Let's talk about it. Please make welcome one more time Ọjà Sọpẹ́. Put your hands together for him, please. And please feel free to ask your questions. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Let me, before we quickly take the question and answer session, I want to appreciate the moderator for today, Mr. Dapo Omojola. He's a public speaker. He traveled down from Lagos. He volunteered himself. Thank you so much, my brother. He has to be on his way back to Lagos now. The Lord will grant you journey mercy. Thank you. I want to quickly appreciate Pastor Sam Adigwe. He's from the New Covenant Youth Church, former Youth Church, now Zion Center. We have been together from the time I contested for councillor. He has always been a good support to me. I appreciate you, sir. And other members from the church, Dejiola, thanks for coming. I appreciate you. Baba, hallelujah. Thank you. He's from my ward. He's a welder. I invited him. Alhaji, I appreciate you, sir. Thank you for coming. So please, it's an interactive section, and I want you to ask questions. I was joking with someone yesterday that ordinarily in political gathering like this, they will have arranged those who will ask questions that they can easily answer. But we don't need to do that. Feel free to engage me. Ask the question. I will ask you questions, you don't ask me. Oh. It's not a partisan gathering. It's not usual of PDP. Ask questions. Or you have just taken everything I've said, hook, line, and sinker. No question? Well, yes, sir. Please come. You tell us your name, the group you represent, and just go to your question. Thank you.
Good afternoon. All protocol duly observed. My name is Frederick. I'm the vice president of the student union government, the Polytechnic Ibadan. My friend, Ayola Kuforiji, invited me. He's a PDP, but I'm from the opposite side. He said, my friend, will you go? I said, if it is an interactive session, if it is something that I will pick one thing that, you know me, I'm for all. When we want to play politics, we know when we want to play politics. And when we want to talk, we talk. Now, you have spoken well. While you were speaking over there, something was going into my mind that many politicians I have interacted, because I'm from Ibadan North constituency. That's where I practice my own politics. And the representing the place. We talk one-on-one before he emerge. We talk one-on-one with her. He even comes to my locality and we talk, we sit down. But he's using 8 years now. He's using second term in the House of Rep. And I find it, even for him to reply my message, because it is my habit that once I call you once, twice, you didn't pick, I assume that you are probably busy or something is engaging you. I sent a text message. Often, my text message is not replied. So my question, without beating about the bush, is that it is easier said than done. That how do you want to convince, even because we are, as a student leader, we have friends, we have leaders from that constituency. How accessible will you be when you even get there? Thank you.
Let's clap for him. Thank you. The issue of accessibility, like I said, if you are not engaging with your people, you can't even know what they are going through. And that's one question that occurs throughout our campaigning and consultation stages. People are afraid that once they vote you in, piam, even people you least expected. My wife can bear me witness. A very close friend came with his wife. That, Honorable, you are going to Abuja now. Hope you will not change. Once you go, and I surprised her. You can't guess what my response was. I said, I am praying that I will not change. I said, I don't need to boast to you that I can never change now. But at least you know that with everything within me, I will do everything not to change. But answering your question, I want to tell you that there is nobody here today that I gave money to come. And everybody here just came because of referral or relationship. I'm a public relation practitioner. And that will make a little difference in how I will handle issues. The truth is, for every one person you disappoint in terms of relationship, you are probably losing a family. You have said it here now, and it is on live streaming, that so honorable did this. Do you know how many people you will have lost? And that's why it is very, very important. Truly, I tell my followers that I don't call back unknown numbers. But if I know your number, you call me, I will call you back when I miss the call. I don't call back unknown numbers because many of them, they can get you stressed up. You will call an unknown number back and they will tell you that, who is calling? Who is calling? I don't know who is calling. Or even threaten you. But if it's a known number or a text message or WhatsApp message that I have the content, I made it a point of duty to respond. And I will give you a shocker. Most of the messages that come to my phone and my social media platform, particularly requests, is not all of them that I can give positive response to. But sometimes ago, I was avoiding a particular request because I could not meet it. I read it, but I didn't respond. Then the Spirit of God told me that, look, that is a cheap way to respond to issues that are challenging. Task yourself that how best do you handle this situation, even though you can't give this person this money. It took me a whole day. That was when I came up with a formula that whenever somebody asks me for money, even if I can't give the money, I must not make that person go back feeling bad. Because I know how it feels when you ask somebody for money and they turn you down. So I have devised a way to cushion the effect that even if I can't give you money, I will make sure that you don't leave my presence, or you don't leave that conversation feeling bad. And since I started doing that, it is a lot easier for me to respond to any message, to pick any call. Because even if I don't have the money, like we will say, tó bá lówó lọ́wọ́, tiẹ̀ lọ́rọ̀ rí lẹ́nu. And that's the secret. It's not every problem you can solve except you're deceiving yourself. And as a politician, you know that 90% of calls to your phone, 90% of messages to your platform are requests. But you need divine wisdom to be able to handle them, even when you cannot provide the assistance. So that, I want to assure you, and anybody that has that kind of fear, that I keep relationship, not because I'm perfect, not because they are perfect too, but because I know the value of relationship. What we have had today is a product of relationship. People contributed their money, people provided their services at very cheap rates, gave money just because of relationship. The musician, Dre, fantastic discount. Egbon, I want to associate with it. The professional photographer, I love you so much. Anything you just have, just give me. The live streaming is live streaming on Facebook. It's a television station that, look, we want to partner with you. Just give us anything you have. Let's do this thing for you. So it's relationship. And relationship can go to, you can't predict where it will get to. We have people here that I knew them just through somebody else. And it's relationship. And that's why I value relationship. I value it so much. In fact, the question Comrade asked, That's the greatest fear of many people. Taba wọ́n yẹn máa sọ nìyẹn tó bá débẹ̀ tán nísìn. It's true. I've experienced it too. I've had several experiences of neglect, of abandonment. But the truth is, if you have a vision, if you have where you are going to, you value relationship. There is a common saying that says that be nice to people you meet on your way up, because you might need them. We don't pray we come down. But there is another scenario somebody painted. He said, if you are rising and you don't bring your people up, if you leave them on the ground, when you are falling down, you will hit the ground. Oh. But if you are rising and you lift your people up, if you are on the 23rd floor and you have managed to take them to the 28th or 21st floor, if you are falling down, they will make sure that you don't fall past them. That is relationship. A lot of politicians, truly, like he said, they abandoned the structure, the people that help them. And if you do that, even God hates it. God has told me, and I'm bold to say it here, Imam is here, and other people that have related with me, that don't make any promise to anyone that you are not ready to keep. It does not matter how. Even if that person is a thug, don't make promise to anyone that you are not ready to keep. And that's it. I'll tell you, me too sure. No, rather than make hasty promises. So, my comrade friend, that's how I intend to handle that situation. And I trust God will help me. Let's take one more question before we go to the last session of... Yes, sir. Am I safe?
I don't know the reason why you asked that question. I want to assure you, you are very, very safe. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I want to stand on the existing protocol. And also, I can crave the audience, everybody, so that Mali sọ̀rọ̀ ní Yorùbá, so that gbogbo wa lè gbọ́. Now, látàárọ̀ mo ti jókòó and inú mi dẹ̀ dùn pẹ̀lú gbogbo nǹkan tí mò ń gbọ́. I've tried to convince mo ti gbìyànjú láti sọ fún so many people pé I do not belong to any party, but I have my principle. Some people call us Buharists, and the reason why I'm bold to, ìdí tí mo fi lè sọ ọ̀rọ̀ níbí ni pé mo mọ ẹni tí ó dúró tó ní pé ká ràn. Tó bá yẹ pé lórí ọ̀rọ̀ òṣèlú ni, àwọn olóṣèlú ti já wa kulẹ̀. Tó bá yẹ pé lórí ìṣèjọba ni, àwa fúnra wa ti jára wa kulẹ̀. Mi ò ní gbà, a ti gbọ́ so many things. So ìbéèrè kan mo fẹ́ béèrè. Àwọn olóṣèlú ọ̀nà mẹ́ta náà máa fi ń mú àwa ènìyàn. And I'm going to throw the questions to him. Tí wọ́n bá kó ẹ̀yìn àwọn ènìyàn síra wọn nípa ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀sìn, wọ́n á kọ́ síra wọn nípa ọ̀rọ̀ ẹlẹ́yàmẹ̀yà. Ìwọ l'Haúsá, ìwọ ní Ìgbò, ìwọ ní Yorùbá. Ọ̀nà kẹta náà ni pé wọ́n máa kó ẹ̀yìn wa síra wa nípa báwo mo yìí máa pé arákùnrin mi ni national cake àjùmọ̀jẹ́ ni pàdípàdí. So fún àwọn olóṣèlú, tó bá win election, the winner takes it all. But àwọn èèyàn tí wọ́n ṣe òṣèlú lé lórí, bí òṣèlú ṣe rí, àwọn náà ti sọ nínú ọ̀rọ̀ wọn, kì í ṣe democracy and practice, kì í ṣe fún àwọn tó gbọ́n. Wọ́n kàn ní pé ìjọba àwọn ènìyàn fún àwọn ènìyàn. Iye èèyàn tó bá ti ní máàkì tó bá ìbò tó pọ̀ jù ló máa wọlé. Ṣùgbọ́n nígbà tó bá ń wá ìbò yìí, gbogbo ọ̀nà ni wọ́n máa gbà àwa náà mọ nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ káàkiri. Unfortunately, I am not from the constituency, but I know I can influence the people there. Ìbéèrè mi ni, I pray that this dream will come to pass, and I'm fully in support of it. This is the beginning of a new dawn, a new era in our nation, and I've sent some messages out. Níbi tí mo jókòó sí yẹn. My question to you, how will you said one thing and I'm holding on to it. You said the essence of you coming out is that you want to make a difference. How will you make a difference in such a way that religion, political lining, and ethnicity will not be the dividing rule eventually if you get to this position? Thank you.
Barrister Ayo Harowo Shafe. Thank you so much, sir. You know, the issue of voters' education is very, very important. I tell people and I tell them the truth, and the truth is, you can't blame politicians for being desperate sometimes. I'm telling you, you can't blame them. We should blame the populace for being gullible at all times. We must be informed enough to be able to read between the lines. Imam Mojid Lanose, it was on the phone I called him. Many of you that are here, you probably knew about this program maybe 4 weeks ago, 5 weeks ago. I called him 4 days ago. Imam Rashid, I didn't see him. I just dropped the document for him. And the person that gave it to him called me. He said, Ojasokwe, busy, and he's here. The issue is, if you are really serving God on the issue of religion, even people of opposing religion should still find you likable. Because the Bible says that when a man's way is pleasing unto the Lord, it makes even his enemies to be at peace with him. If you are a politician and you are a Christian or a Muslim, and somebody of the other religion, they find you despicable, there is something wrong with you, not with them. My political aid, most of them are Muslims. So the issue of religion does not really affect me. Then on ethnicity, to a large extent, politicians throw this issue up to gain advantage. That's the truth. They throw it up to gain advantage. Like when my local government chairman spoke now, he threw up an issue. It's a game just to gain advantage that Northwest to Sherry, time wani. You understand? So there are some things that, okay, is still okay for us to do. But when it gets to the extreme, where it will get to bloodletting, where it gets to causing enmity between another group, then it is wrong. But the responsibility falls back on the electorate. When the aspirant becomes too nepotistic, you know. So that's that. The third one is, okay, I've answered it. So please, I think that's all for, you want to question or talk? Because of time, Imam, okay, let's give Imam, please let's put our hands together for Imam Rashid. Okay, let's give him 2 minutes, because we want to go into the fundraising before people leave.
Okay. Thanks very much. I'm Imam Abdurrashid Wale Aziz. I'm a friend to Mr. Actually, I will still observe that this session, to be more interesting, should be done in Yoruba language, and so that people will not feel bad to interact and participate right. And if you can still do that, I will appreciate that too. Yes, my talk is this, because it's not a question. But I will appreciate if you can still allow me to pass my own comment or whatever in Yoruba language. Am I allowed? So, Alhamdulillah. Mo rí pé àwọn ìbéèrè táwọn èèyàn ń béèrè bó ṣe máa ń rí nìyẹn. Tó ṣe pé àti sá fún àánú Ọlọ́run ló máa ń jẹ́ kí èèyàn lè sá fún gbogbo ẹ̀tàn pátápátá. Èèyàn wa ti dáhùn, Ọlọ́run fún wọn ní oore ọ̀fẹ́ láti lè ṣe, ẹ bá mi ṣàmì. Because I'm an imam and I believe so much in prayer. Ẹnìkan tó sọ̀rọ̀ láti inú ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú, wọ́n ti sọ̀rọ̀ àwọn agbára mẹ́ta téèyàn máa lò láti fi lè láṣeyọrí. Bọ̀ mo gbàgbọ́ pé àdúà ó ṣe pàtàkì. And àdúà tí gbogbo wa bá ṣe Ọlọ́run á jẹ́ kó mọ̀ yín. Ṣẹ́rí mo mọ ó já sọ pé I noticed that some of the people that have been talking, some of them are Christians. Èmi ń sọ̀rọ̀ imam ni mí. Mo mọ ó já sọ pé tipẹ́ bó ṣe sọ. Èmi máa ń àdúà mi kan lórí gbogbo nǹkan tó fẹ́ ṣe ó ní pé kí gbogbo wa ṣàdúà pé k'Ọlọ́run má jẹ́ ó ṣìṣe. Ẹ jẹ́ bá mi sọ gbólóhùn yẹn. Ṣé láwọn àyè mẹ́tẹ̀ẹ̀ta téèyàn bá rówó tó bá ṣìṣe owó yẹn ò ní nítumọ̀. Àwọn ibì kan wà tó pé wisdom àwọn àgbàlagbà ni. Ṣé mo pọ̀ dọ̀ ló já sọ pé téèyàn bá wà pẹ̀lú àwọn àgbàlagbà àfi k'Ọlọ́run fún ní wisdom kó má ṣìṣe. Ẹ má bínú nínú Quran chapter 17 Surah Al-Isra Ọlọ́run sọ àyà kan mo á fẹ́ sáré kọ́ alẹ́ kọ̀ọ̀kan bẹ́ẹ̀. Ọlọ́run ní idha aradna an nuhlika qaryatan amarna mutrafiha fafasaqu fiha. Ọlọ́run tá a bá ń gbèrò àti pa ìlú kan run àbí àwọn èèyàn kan rẹ́ amarna mutrafiha á wàá pa àwọn aláṣẹ ẹbẹ̀ láwọn àṣẹ kan. Wọ́n ò ríra wọn pa wọn làwọn ga fafasaqu fiha wọ́n wàá ṣìṣe. Ṣẹ́rí tán bá ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ṣìṣe báyìí ìlú ṣìṣe àwọn Ọlọ́run ó lù fún wọn pẹ̀lú ọ̀nà látọ̀dọ̀ ṣàìtàn èṣù. Fàfàṣàkú fíhá bí ó sì bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí máa ṣiṣẹ́ nìyẹn. Lẹ́yìn sí ṣiṣẹ́ yẹn báyìí gbogbo ohun tó fẹ́ ṣe kò ní já ṣiṣẹ́ mọ́. Àti Muslim tó wà ń bì, àtẹ̀ntì ò kì í ṣe Muslim, àti Yorùbá, àti Ìgbò, àti Haúsá tó bá wà ń bì. Téèyàn bá mọ ó já sọpẹ́ látọdún tó ti pẹ́ sẹ́yìn títí dìsìn, èyí ó mọ̀ yìí pé ọmọlúàbí látòkè délẹ̀ ni. Ṣùgbọ́n àdúrà mi tí mo fẹ́ ṣe tí mo fẹ́ kí gbogbo akájọ ẹ má bínú, we have a style in Islam tá a fi máa ń ṣàdúrà fún yàn tọkàn yàn máa ń gbàgbọ́ pé àdúrà yẹn ó gbà tẹ́ ẹ bá ní mind ẹjọ́ nítorí Ọlọ́run ẹ bá mi nàka sí ọjà sọ pé ẹjọ́ ẹ kàn nàka sí wọn ìbá ṣe lè any of our ìka ìbá ṣe àtàǹpàkò ìbá ṣe ẹ bá mi nàka sí ẹni Rotimi Johnson. Olúwarótìmí Johnson ó já sọ pé Ọlọ́run má jẹ́ ó ṣìṣe. Gbogbo agbára tí wàá fi láṣeyọrí Ọlọ́run bá wa fún ẹ. Gbogbo agbára tí wàá fi gúnlẹ̀ ayọ̀ Ọlọ́run bá wa fún ẹ. Gbogbo agbára tí wàá fi mókè nínú pátì ní primary ni ó fi wá di general election Ọlọ́run bá wa fún ẹ. Agbára owó Ọlọ́run bá wa fún ẹ. Agbára ọmọlúàbí Ọlọ́run bá wa fún ẹ. Agbára ìmọ̀ òye ọgbọ́n Ọlọ́run bá wa fún ẹ. Agbára èrò tó pọ̀ Ọlọ́run bá wa fún ẹ. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Allahumma anta amartana bidu'aika wa wa'artana bijabatika faqad da'awnaka kama amartana fa'ajibna kama wa'artana ya dhal jalali wal ikram innaka la tuklif mi'ad wala hawla wala quwwata wala quwwata.
Thank you so much, sir. Please, I want to invite Mr. Tony Folayan for the launching fundraising session. Let's put our hands together for him.
Don't worry, I got it. Good evening, everybody. I will try to say some things in Yoruba, but it might not flow too well, but I'm going to try to do what best I can do. Okay, so please kind of bear with me. Kò sí ẹni tó lè dá ṣe, ọwọ́ kan kò gbẹ́rù dórí. You know, when he came to me, pé òun fẹ́ lọ serve, I've known him for some time. Really nǹkan tó ń ṣe mí jù níbẹ̀ ni pé everybody tó wà níbẹ̀ mi ò rẹ́ni tó ń serve. Àwọn ọmọ wálé wọ́n á bèrè lọ́wọ́ bàbá pé dáàdi kí lẹ́ ń ṣe ń lu yìí, because ọmọ tèmi ti bèrè lọ́wọ́ tèmi pé kí ni mò ń ṣe ń bí. So it will take the grace of God láti lè convince ọmọ mi pé máa padà bọ̀ ní ibi tó ní pé kí ni mò ń ṣe yẹn ó ti change, ó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ká mi a lè má sọ kí ni ìjáde, but àwa là ń wo ara wa nísìnyí torí pé a ti dàgbà. Àwọn ọmọ ń bọ̀ lẹ́yìn wa, àìmọye ọmọ ló ń sá kúrò. Daddy mo fẹ́ travel. I can promise you, once tí wọ́n bá ti kúrò ní Nàìjíríà tí wọ́n débi tí wọ́n lọ yẹn, you have to beg them to come back home. Me, it's not a curse. I'm being real, because tí wọ́n bá débẹ̀ iná ò lọ mọ́ wọn lójú, ọ̀nà ò bàjẹ́, omi ò kú pẹ̀lú wọn. Any single thing, hospital ti dé, hospital ti gbà wọ́n, ẹ wá ní kán padà wá. Ẹni tó ń bọ̀ láti travel tó dé orí express ó kú síbẹ̀, ẹ wá ní kó padà wá sí ibi. So we have a lot wà tó yẹ pé a ní láti change nílùú wa. I believe in Nigeria. I believe this country can still change, and I believe in my brother, because mo mọ̀ pé he's going there to make us proud. I'm the coordinator for the Vision Partners, and I thank God that at Batati Bere, àìmọye àwọn èèyàn wa ni wọ́n ti join platform wa ipe kíkíní kó lè yọrí sí rere, ṣùgbọ́n kó dẹ̀ máa yọrí sí rere lórúkọ Jésù. I want to give a big thanks to Imam. That prayer was awesome. Thank you very much, sir. But as Imam has said, àdúrà number one, àdúrà kọ́ ló ń fún ní owó. Mi gbọ́dọ̀ purọ́ fún yín sir, mi gbọ́dọ̀ purọ́ fún yín mà. Ó máa need owó. I kid you not. Ó máa need owó. Even to put this together, believe me, it wasn't easy. But to God be the glory, we're all here. This is just a platform. Let's reach out to everyone. We need Nigeria to change. Let's start it with Ojasope. Because once we can support one, and he's making a difference in that little sphere where he is, somebody else might look at him and emulate that. That goes the next person. The next person can look, and that goes the third person. The third person, before you know it, changes Mama Law, because that's what we want. But it must start with somebody. That's why when he came on the platform, so because believe me, there's a lot of Godfather. And when you saying one day it's because Godfather Godfather. I'm a businessman. If I invest in you, immediately you get there, you got to pay me back. This is real. So Godfather to know investment lo ṣe nínú ẹ. Ipe tó bá ti débẹ̀ wá dáwó ń padà. Òun ò tẹ̀ fẹ́ ronú wípé owó àwọn aráàlú ló fẹ́ dá padà yẹn o. Òun ò fẹ́ rò yẹn. But he's not doing that. We came on a platform of transparency. Everything we want to do, this is where we want to raise the money. Let people know that it is people that sent him. It is not Godfather, it's God the Father. Two different things. It is not Godfather that sent him, but God the Father is sending him. So he's calling all of us together. Please, I don't know how to tell you, we need money. We need money. If you agree with me that it's time for us to start making a difference in Nigeria, then please, let's send Ojasope. If you are in agreement with me to send Ojasope, please repeat after me. Let's send Ojasope. Are you in agreement? Are you sure you are in agreement? I don't just need your word, I need your money. Are you in agreement? Please, let's send to Jasokwe. I've been speaking with some friends. I think I want to offer 100,000. I want to offer 500,000. And they want to offer 1 million. And we need money. We need money. Please, we need your help. We need money. So go deep, not only because of him, but because of this, our nation, Nigeria, and because of our children coming right behind. Because that better changing anything. Only continue by, Ọlọ́run jẹ́ ó continue by. Ó gbọ́dọ̀ change àsìkò tí tó fún. Àsìkò tí tó fún rere láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí Nigeria. Kàn rí passport wa kàn ní ìlú olókìkí yẹn ló dé yìí. Because wọ́n ń sá fún passport wa nísìnyí ni. Wọ́n ń sá fún ní kí gbogbo alámọ̀ kí n sọ̀rọ̀ ọ́ kí n jẹ́ pé wọ́n fi sí kọ́nà wọ́n ń sá fún ní. Àìmọye ní honourable sọ wọ́n gbé lónìí wá sí fún wa à ń gba lónìí níbí àwa náà ni látún kọ́kọ́ pa lónìí yẹn lára ó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ káwọn ó ṣẹlẹ̀ àwọn olófin wa ni àìmọye ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ tá a mọ̀ ṣùgbọ́n tá a bá lẹ́nìkan ń bẹ̀ tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí fi ìyàtọ̀ sílẹ̀ ìyàtọ̀ náà bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí wọ inú ìlú wa ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ bá wa kọ́ ọ́ bà pọ̀ ẹ jọ̀wọ́ ní sísinsìnyí ushers I need your help ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ bá wa kọ́ ọ́ bà pọ̀ ẹni tó bá lè fún wa ní I owe you mind ẹ bá wa kọ nǹkan kan jáde ẹ fún wa ní nǹkan kan ẹ jẹ́ mi fọ́ọ̀sì yín mo kàn sọ fún yín pé ó ti tásìkò kí ìlú wa kó change ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ jẹ́ kájọ kọ́ sopọ̀ kájọ ṣe kí ìlú wa lè yọrí sí rere mi ní fi máìkì sílẹ̀ o ẹ bá wa ushers I need your help they will be calling you please give them little paper if you want to give us an IOU we don't mind write it down write your number on it ẹ bá wa kọ orúkọ yín ẹ bá wa kọ nọ́mbà yín síbẹ̀ ìpè òkè èmi máa fún yín ní iye báyìí àwọn tó bá dẹ̀ ní lọ́wọ́ ẹ jẹ́ bá wa kọ́ báyìí náà bank méjì là ń lò Unity Bank and then lo Diamond Bank nínú ìwé what do you call that thing the invitation tab even in the program it's at the back of the program even at the back of the program account number wà níbẹ̀ ẹ jọ̀ọ́ wa ní ìdìrànlọ́wọ́ ẹ má jẹ́ ká kàn fẹnu sọ lásán ẹ jẹ́ ká parapọ̀ ẹ jọ̀wọ́ ká lè fi ṣe kíní kó lè fi bọ́ sí rere kí ìyàtọ̀ rere kó lè bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí inú ìlú wa ẹ jẹ́ ká bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti Ọ̀yọ́ state ẹ jẹ́ ká bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti Ìbàdàn north and south west ẹ jẹ́ ká bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti orí Adéníyì Rotimi Johnson ẹ jẹ́ ká bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti orí Ojásọpẹ́ ẹ jọ̀wọ́ ẹ bá mi fún go around if anybody is calling you yes sir the account number is not the account number give me the invitation. Get me some invitation, please. Give them something with the account number on it. Account number. If you have the booklet, if you have this booklet that was given to a lot of people, if you don't have it, we can still give you some. That's account number one. You know it.